Hello everybody, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Geez, no matter how much I try to keep this mirror out of the frame, it just doesn't work. It's just not conducive to making it work. I am super excited about today's video because I am doing a full face of e.l.f. cosmetics, some of which were sent to me for review thanks to magiclinks and e.l.f. cosmetics. I only got certain products, so I went out and I bought, hopefully, the rest of a full face. But of course, it is me we're speaking of, and I am scatterbrained, so the likelihood that I forgot something is probably high. Somewhere in the middle while I'm getting ready, I'll explain what magiclinks is, because if you are a creator on here, it is an extremely useful, and to be honest, it can be a profitable tool that you can use to link your products in your description box. So the first thing I bought, you will have actually seen the other video go up first where I purchased these products. I was going to order them from e.l.f., but I didn't know how long it was going to take, and I knew that my package from e.l.f. was arriving and I wanted to get it filmed, so I went to Ulta. Unfortunately, my Ulta, the one that I chose to go to, did not have a good choice of the e.l.f. products, so I got things that I wasn't necessarily thrilled about, but I did get enough to do the full face. This is called the Jet Set Hydration Kit. If you travel, oh yes, I know, none of us are really doing that right now, but eventually when all of the chaos ends and we are able to travel again, I think this is pretty awesome. It comes in a little baggie, which is very good to keep and put your products in if you are going to go anywhere. Of course, it does come with a cleanser, which I'm obviously not going to use at the moment. This is the cleanser. It comes with the hydrating night cream, which of course, again, I'm not going to use at the moment. It has a little baby prep and hydrate balm, which it is suggested that you can tone and I guess just use a balm underneath your eyes, etc. Comes with the little baby hydrating eye cream and of course the daily hydration moisturizer. I have never used these products before and they are affordable as affordable goes. I know that means something different to everybody, but it's pretty affordable. This is the first step you're supposed to use, and it is kind of a light blue clearish type of balm, and let's see how that works. Oh, it's very cooling on the skin. It feels like a serum as you apply it. It smells a little mentholy, which doesn't thrill me in my face products. I will look at the ingredients and let you know my thoughts. This is the Daily Hydration Moisturizer. It has a slightly florally smell, which doesn't always thrill me. It feels very gel-like. It's a very light moisturizer, which is good for me in the summer, not always in the winter. Of course, it's mixing in with a lot of the sweat that's going on along my face, so I don't know how that goes. And I do want to try the eye cream. I'm very critical of eye creams because that is the driest area on my face. Again, it is white and opaque. A very thin, fluffy consistency like this moisturizer. This has nothing to do with e.l.f., but I freaking love these things. I got these stone massaging things in the Boxy pop-up, and oh my, they feel freaking amazing. Well, my under eyes feel pretty moisturized. I might just put a little bit more on before I put my concealer on. Anyway, let's get into the primer. This is not PR. I had purchased this quite a while ago. I couldn't get it when it first came out because, you know, of the hype, but this is the Poreless Putty Primer. Many people compare it to the Tatcha. I really don't think it is like it, but I do like it. I know that this is $8. I remember that price at least. I think it does an okay job of blurring my pores, but I really do like the way my makeup goes on top of it. Now, shocking, I know, with, say, the 30 foundations that I own, I have never tried an e.l.f. foundation. I can't believe it either. This is the Flawless Finish Foundation. It says it offers medium coverage. I got it in the color medium sand, which is number 300, which says it has neutral undertones. Let's see. It has a pump, which is always appreciated, and it looks quite yellow. I can't win these days. It looks quite dark. Dark too. Let me just show you that. Okay. Yeah. This isn't going to go well color-wise. I do have a mixing medium, which I will definitely be using to lighten it up, but I just want to let you know the formula is. I also wanted to get an e.l.f. sponge at Ulta, but they didn't have any. Not one. Not a single one. Okay, it's not cakey or anything, but I still can see the multitude of spots. I feel like a Dalmatian that I have going on, so we're going to try a little bit more. Okay, it didn't cover everything. It went on very nicely. As I said, it's not cakey. I would definitely call it a light medium coverage, not really a medium coverage. I have been using e.l.f. since at least since 2007. Yes, my first apartment when I got divorced. And my landlady had told me that there was this great website where everything was $1. At that time, everything e.l.f. produced was actually $1. Oh, and very cool that they also sent me a little baby hand sanitizer. You know, we can never have too much of that stuff lately. Okay, they didn't send me a concealer, but I did go out and buy this one. And oh, the difficulties I had. I could not find a really good shade for me. This is the Hydrating Camo Concealer. I have the 24-hour Camo Concealer, and if you notice, such a huge difference in the colors. I know that this one is slightly too light. This one is a little bit more drying underneath my eyes, and that's why I wanted to try the hydrating one. Okay, this really may not be bad. The neutralness is pretty good, and it's not as dark. It looks so much darker in the container than it is on my skin. I'm going to try this eye with the sponge, and then do the other side with my finger. Okay, it covered, but when I look in the mirror I can still see darkness, but there is no cakiness. It mixes with the sweat so well. I think I got a little bit more coverage with my finger. Now I want to go back to the 24-hour and put that on top. You can see this one is much, much lighter. This one offers a little bit more coverage, but again, it is more drying as well. Okay, before I make the mistake and powder, which I've done so many times before, which is why I usually stay away from cream products, but I've had this for such a long time. As you can see, it's worn down to the nub, but this is their cream contour kit. I actually really, really like these tones for my contour, and I actually am using an e.l.f. contour brush. This one I've had a while, but the ferrule got loose, and it is the perfect shape for contour. This blends extremely well, and I actually really, really like it. I don't use this yellowish tone one too much, but I'm going to use it today so you can see it. This is the e.l.f. HD powder. I've used this in the past. There was one that I wanted. It was a newer one, but of course Ulta didn't have it, and this was not sent to me. You're getting 8 grams of product for a very reasonable price. It does have one of the little twisty thingies. It is white, and I don't remember how it goes on. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Face Brush. I had already had this in my collection. Yes, it doesn't really show up white, which is really good. Okay, well, it did lighten up my complexion a little bit, which in this case is not bad, considering that the foundation was too dark, but keep that in mind. Underneath my eyes, you have seen me use this many times before. It is the e.l.f. Under Eye Setting Powder. This is $3, and I do use it and like it. I am not going to forget to use these. It may mess up my makeup, but I don't care. I'm taking these out now because I will forget to use them. These are the eye strips that you can place in the corner of your eye to keep your eyeshadow clean. These were really inexpensive. I think maybe $2 or $3. No, these are about $3. And I have the Sephora one, which I have to cut, which is it's a roll, and it's paying tuchus. These are just little individual strips, and I like it. I did purchase, these were not sent to me, both the primer infused blush and the primer infused bronzer. Again, they did not have a lot of shades. They had 2 of these only, and I got the color Forever Sun-Kissed. Of course, they have it on the back, but it's so darn small, I'll never be able to read it again. Haha. Oh, this is a very pretty color. I'm glad this is the only one that they had, and I was able to get it. Said it's a very nice color. It's a smooth powder. And you can see it on my hand here. Very pretty. I'm going to try to do a check-in later and see how long it lasts, etc. Okay, this was one of the products that was sent to me. It is their new bite-size face duos. I mean, how freaking cute are these? I got the color watermelon. Shocking. They did let me pick what I wanted, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Look how cute these are. This is the highlighter. The blush seems to have a bit of shimmer to it, but not too much. This is the highlighter and this is the blush. And I do happen to have their blush brush. So that's what we're going to do. That's pretty. And the shimmer is so subtle that you really don't see it. I don't know why I purchased this, because I forgot that they already sent me a blush maybe. So I'm going to save this for next time because it is a very bold color, but I do want to swatch it for you. This is in the color Always Fiery. And that's what she looks like. It looks like a beautiful color. Very fall-like. Wow. That's very pigmented, and I look forward to trying it at a later time. I even went out and purchased just a couple of eye brushes because I hadn't tried them in a while. These are not the dollar ones. The dollar ones are okay, they get the job done, but these are a little bit better quality. So I bought a Shadow No. 3 brush. This is the Shadow No. 3. It is flat. Oh, and it's very soft. I like it. This is their Crease brush. It's thin but a little bit fluffy, and let me look at the bristles up close. No, really not bad. And then I got a fluffy eye brush. It's actually called a fluffy eye brush, eye blender. And this one is a little bit thicker. Let's look at the bristles. There are some strays. It's not as even of a halo as I usually like. I chose one of the little bite-sized palettes in Cream and Sugar. I already had this one here, Carnival Candy. I had also chosen two of their liquid eyeshadows because I want to compare them to the others that I have, but unfortunately they sent me two of the same, which is Pinky Swear. So because they sent me two of the same, I'm going to put one aside for a giveaway. These are very tiny, cute little sleek packaging. I do not mind the size. I really prefer these types of things to be in smaller packages so that they don't dry out and you can actually use it up if you want. Well, that's pretty. I wonder if you can build it up. It could be subtle, but we're going to find out. This will be obviously the last step that I use. This is so much prettier in person, the Cream and Sugar. I really wanted this one. I thought it was too neutral, but then I saw it and I was like, yeah, no, I kind of like it. These little puppies are only $3. You're getting 2 mattes and 2 shimmers, which is perfect for a very quick and easy eye look. They swatch beautifully and those shimmers look amazing. It looks to be like you're getting one repeat shade, and that is this one. They may be ever so slightly different, but you would never be able to tell on the eye. But those are the swatches. This blue is so beautiful the way it swatches. Let's give this fluffy shadow brush a try. I'm going to dip into this color in here, which is the same as the Cream and Sugar. If you're looking for a color just to really match your skin tone, if you have my skin tone, I think even lighter, it's just going to be a nice neutral base. You're barely even going to notice that it's there, but that is exactly what I was looking for. If you have a darker skin tone, I think it's going to be a nice highlight on your lid or on your brow bone to make it pop a little. It is matte. And brown here in the Carnival palette, and I'm going to use that as more of a transition. I want to explain what magiclinks was to you guys. Basically, it's a tool for creators to link products and then they make a small commission. All the different stores have different commission rates. And with some of the stores, even if you click on the link, you may get, I usually get like a penny for it. So every time somebody clicks, they get a little penny. It's like an angel gets their wings. And hold the phone, I want to put these on. These are the strips that I was telling you about. You line them up at the outer corner of your eye. They almost look like Band-Aids, don't they? See, I told you the likelihood of me forgetting things was high. If you can remember to use these things, they're fabulous. And also, if another creator joins Magic Links using my referral link that I have in the description box, they get approved, I get a commission from that also, which is very nice. It's a referral link. You do have to apply to get approved. Now, you don't have to have that many subscribers. As you can see, I only have 2,300 plus subscribers. I got approved before I even had 1,000, I think. And that's so nice. You know, it's a company that appreciates the smaller creators. We may not bring in as much revenue as the larger subscribers counts do, but I think we're still valuable and we still can, you know, make an impact. So I really appreciate Magic Links for allowing smaller subscribers to be a part of it. If you're just a shopper, it helps me earn a little bit of commission on anything that you buy. Now let's take the Little Baby Elf crease brush, and I'm going to dip into the chocolate color, which is super pigmented. You know, it's so funny, when you have a YouTube channel, you start out, you might think that hopefully one day you'll get monetized and maybe you'll make a little money, and you really do hope for PR, because getting things in PR, the new stuff especially, lets you get a video out there and before the product is on the market, so you can show it. And of course, we all want views. As creators, we all want to get views because views are how we get paid. But I never really thought it would happen, and getting PR, that is. And to actually have somebody take a chance and send me PR, it really feels amazing. And it's because of you guys. I wouldn't have gotten this, and I wouldn't have gotten the other PR, little PR that I get, if it wasn't for you guys. And that's why I always tell you how grateful I am to all of you. It's because of your views and you're taking the time to watch my videos that gives me these opportunities. That means so very much to me. You know, you see a lot of people who are very, I don't want to say callous about PR, but I guess they're so used to it that it's not a big deal anymore. I don't think I'll ever feel that way. I don't think I'll ever not feel so incredibly grateful to receive things. I do want to use the liquid eyeshadow, but first I want to try this bronzy color in the Cream and Sugar palette using the eyeshadow brush. Wow, with the brush, look how beautifully it goes on. As I've said, I always appreciate a shimmer that will go on well with a brush. And I'm only taking it more towards the center. I want to leave the inner part bare. I want to try with my finger in case you do prefer to use your finger. Absolutely amazing. Everything goes on so intensely. You have to try this. It is a pinky tone, but that is okay. It's very light. I would say they feel moussey, just like the Stila Glittering Glows. It doesn't feel chunky. It's drying down extremely quickly, which is good. I want to put the lightest color in the Cream and Sugar palette on my inner corner of my eye. And I'm going to peel this off so I can put shadow on my lower. I did take off some of my foundation, so if you're going to use these, you either have to clean it up or do your eyes first. But look at the edge that it gave, and of course you can soften up that edge with just a fluffy brush, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this deeper color from the Carnival palette. I want to add this shimmery color from the Cream and Sugar on my brow bone, and wow, yeah, that's pretty awesome. Now, I also didn't realize that I purchased a black liner and they sent me a black liner. As I said, I chose these products, so I really should have remembered what I chose. Did I? No. So again, one's going to go to the side for a giveaway. And I also got their Precision Liquid Liner. There was a different one, again, that I wanted to order, but Ulta did not have it. Sleek black packaging, simple, very nice, very pretty. Ooh, this is not a felt tip. It is actually a pen tip. Very, very thin. Let's see. It's very wet, by the way. Brush. I meant to say it was a brush tip, by the way. it's so thin that it gave a really nice little flick on the end there. Because it is so wet, I do have to be careful because of my hooded eyes that I don't mess up. You know, you don't want it to go not smoothly. It's shiny at the moment. I want to see how it dries down, but honestly, and not just because it was sent to me, I'm going to close my eyes. That was very simple and very easy to do. I like the tip on it because of the little baby wing that I was able to get. Now, if you're into a more dramatic winged look, I think this would be great. I wish I was able to wear that type of look. It just takes way too long. I'm impressed, I have to say, because there was a liner, I think, from them that I didn't like. It had a very thick felt tip, and I wasn't happy with it. But let's try the No Budge retractable liner in black. As I said, I purchased one, and this is one that they sent me. Same type of packaging. A point to the tip. The little pointed tip is really great for wiggling in between my lashes to get those spots that I didn't get with the liquid eyeliner. It went on very, very nicely and opaquely. Now, normally I would put a liner on my bottom waterline, but I didn't get a color, which I probably should have, and black just closes my eye in too much, so I'm going to leave my bottom waterline blank. But this went on beautifully. Dark, intense, exactly the way I like it. I bought 2 brow pencils because I did not know which one I wanted, but I hadn't tried these. This is the Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, one in brunette and one in taupe. They're very sleek. They do have a nice spoolie on them. I really prefer this tip. The other tip is a little bit thicker, more for filling in. This one is, they say, more for precision. This one's in brunette, but you want to see where the color is? It's there, for goodness sakes. The taupe is much cooler toned, and I really like that, so that's the taupe. I swear, watching people do their brows is like watching paint dry. Here's what I will say. I love the tip on this, and I actually like the texture of it. It is not too waxy. And the only problem I'm finding is that the 2 colors, neither of them is perfect to do my brows with just one. The taupe was great for the inner part of my brow so that it doesn't look so heavy and intense, and the little tiny tip is perfect for just getting precise little, I wouldn't say strokes, but just making it look more natural, and it's perfect for the tails of your brows, by the way. The brown is just a little bit, the brunette is just a little bit too intense for my whole brow, and it's a little bit too warm toned, but I did make it work. I think it shaped my brows beautifully, and because it's not too waxy, it's not very slippery where you're not able to get some of that precision that you want. I like it. I'm impressed. The liner has dried. It's not as shiny as it was, but it is a little bit shiny, so if you're not into that, you may not like that particular one. I happen to, especially with the look that I'm wearing. And I'm going to use this highlighter brush with a bite size. I think the tone is very pretty because it's not looking streaky on my face. I'd say it's more of a glow than a bam in your face highlight, and I'm not mad at that, actually. Let's try some lipstick. I know somewhere in my collection that I had an e.l.f. gloss or something to that effect, but I'm still not organized completely with it, and I couldn't find it, so I did pick up the matte lip color in Natural. It looks to be slightly peachy. Again, they had no selection in Ulta. That seems to be a theme. These look very much like the Bite Beauty, don't they? It has a point on it, which I do like. Oh, it's actually much more pinky than I thought, and I like it. It's a little cool tones, but let's see how it goes on. My lips are chapped like there's no tomorrow, but we're going to do this anyway. I'm trying to figure out, I think the color may be a little bit too light and cool toned. Please let me know what you guys think. I value your opinions more than you could possibly imagine. I don't know, I'm looking and I think I like it. It is very matte, by the way, and if that's what you're going for, then this is going to be perfect. I do see some of my lines, but again, I mentioned that my lips were extremely dry. It does feel really comfortable though, so that's the whole thing. I think a gloss on top, as I said, would be the perfect thing. You know how I am about primers. I love mascara primers, so I wanted to try theirs. This is their transparent mascara primer and their smudge proof mascara in black. This is the shiny packaging, black packaging instead of the matte. Typical Christmas tree wand, and it's nice and large. I'm sorry, I keep staring at my eyes. I cannot believe how beautiful this looks. Okay, just look at how, it took a few times, but just the primer made my lashes really, really long. It is white, but that usually fades. I want to see how this one does when it dries. Okay, that went on beautifully. Let's try the mascara. Oh, this is one of those, wait a minute, hold that thought. I didn't even realize this has the lower mascara wand, the little baby. Okay, so far I'm not liking the bottom one. The wand is just too flimsy and it doesn't really have anything to grip onto. Let's try the other side. This has just a flat, long wand. Right now I'm not a fan of it either side on my lower lashes. I am going to give it another shot because this is just a first impression. I'd say it lengthened my lashes. It didn't make them thick. It actually made them just long and dark. So if that's what you're looking for, it actually I think goes very nicely with what I'm looking. I usually like just a little bit more of a pop from my mascara, but it's not bad because it really did, the two of them together, it really did lengthen, as I said, but there's no thick and fluffy, if that makes any sense. So we're going to see how budge proof this is throughout the day. Well, this, my friends, is my final look. Normally I would do the beauty guru thing. No, I wouldn't do that whole glam up the hair. No, this is, you know me, this is what I am, this is what you get. I am so happy with everything that I tried, I really have to tell you. At the price point, they're really good. Honestly, you can't beat the price point, and you can't beat the look that you get. Even if you wanted to get 5 of them, that's $15. There's a whole palette right there, and I think they're amazing. This I'm looking forward to trying more, maybe with not so much bronzer and more of a bare face because it is a bit of a light color, but I really did like it. Hello everybody, just wanted to check in. It's about 8:30 at this point. I'm doing a handheld thing because honestly I'm way too lazy to set up my camera equipment. I did just throw my ring light on for a little bit of light. I'm getting ready to go to bed. This makeup has been on for about 7 hours. Just gonna take a looky in the mirror and see what we're looking like. Yeah, you know, I gotta say, I'll be darned, it looks pretty darn good. And when I tell you I was a hot, sweaty, dripping mess that I had to blot my face more often than I care to admit. It's worn off a little bit on my chin, but it's not streaky or horrible that I couldn't just really touch it up quickly and go out the door if I needed to. And can we talk about the eyeshadow? I'm going to close my eyes. It may not be as super intense, but I've also dabbed the corners of my eyes with my fingers, and I've been touching my face, and I have to tell you, I am thoroughly impressed. These are little $3 eyeshadow palettes that survived a hot, sweaty mess of a day on me, and that's impressive. The lipstick, I can tell you, it wore off fairly quickly, and I think it was the color, but as it wore off, it looked very weird on my lips. It kind of got, you know, very uneven. I don't know if it was a different color, if it would do the same thing, but I did want to give you that little heads up about that. But as I said, I'm glad that I remembered to do a check-in before I took all of this off. I'm heading to bed now. Tomorrow's the first day of school. This is going to be dropped in before my outro, so if it looks a little weird, now you know why. Anyway, on to that. I'll see you guys later. I want to thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me, for supporting me, for giving me the opportunity to get this PR, which thank you to magiclinks and thank you to e.l.f. for sending these to me and giving me the opportunity to try them out. I love you guys tremendously, and of course, whatever part of the world you're in and around, I hope you're having a very good Labor Day celebration, whatever that may be. And if you don't have that in the world, then just have a great day. And I will see you guys really soon in my next one. Much, much love for everybody. Bye.